Hi, my name is Nofariha Rafika binti Rusdi, and I will talk about teen suicide ideation among Malaysian youth, a growing mental health crisis. So let's start with introduction. In recent years, mental illness has emerged as a serious issue affecting Malaysia's adolescents and requiring immediate attention. It was also reported that the suicide rate of teenagers has significantly increased among those mentally and emotionally affected by the pandemic. In Malaysia, there is a national average of just 1.27 psychiatrists for every 10,000 people, leading to a growing worries about mental health matters. This issue can affect youth, and the chance of putting them at risk of losing their life is high, hence increasing not only the family's concern but also affecting Malaysia's society and community. Let's go with a statistic from the past 5 years of suicidal attempt. According to National Health and Mobility Survey (NHMS), in Malaysia, 1 in 5 teenagers has experienced symptoms of depression. The survey have showed that 7.9% of adolescents aged 13 to 17 had attempted to suicide in the 12 months previously. This represents a concerning increase compared to 10.0% in 2017, showing a persistent and intention of such attempts. It's also reported by the Ministry of Health from 2019 to 2023, over 4,300 teenagers show signs of suicidal tendency, and suicide has become the second leading cause of death among the ages of 15 to 29 years old. Um, and the call to National Mental Health Hotline, Talian Heal, rose sharply, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. UNICEF Malaysia in 2021 report also highlighted that the pandemic severely impacted teen mental health, isolating them from friends, education, and support system.
Teen mental health struggles often do not come from one single reason. Instead, they build up from different pressures, such as at home, at school, and within themselves. One of the causes is because many teenagers today feel like they are constantly being measured by the grades or achievement by the people around them. For example, they pressured to be the top student and makes the family proud and not fall behind their friends. Sometimes it feels like no matter how hard they try, it is never enough. When they do not meet those high expectations, they might feel like a failure even though they are doing their best. Over time, the pressure will build up and make them feel anxious or like they are not good enough. And the worst part is many do not talk about it because they do not want to disappoint anyone.
Mental illness is one of the major causes of suicidal ideation among Malaysian youth today. Conditions like depression, anxiety disorders, and bipolar disorder can have a profound impact on how a young person thinks, feels, and behaves. These aren't just bad moods or temporary phases. They are serious health issues that can affect every part of a person's life. When left undiagnosed or untreated, these mental health challenges can lead to overwhelming sadness, emotional exhaustion, isolation, or even dangerous mood swings. Take anxiety, for example. A teenager dealing with anxiety might constantly feel uneasy, nervous about school, worried about friendships, or afraid of disappointing their parents. This constant fear can become so intense that it interferes with their daily life. Or consider someone struggling with depression. They might lose interest in the activities they once enjoyed, feel numb or disconnected from the world around them, and they start to believe that their life no longer has any meaning. But here's where the real problem lies. In Malaysia, the stigma surrounding mental illness is still deeply rooted. Talking about mental health is often seen as a weakness. Many young people are afraid to speak up. They are scared of being judged, labeled manja, or simply told to pray more and move on. This kind of mindset pushes people to suffer in silence, and often, by the time someone notices that something is seriously wrong, it might already be too late. Mental health is health, and it's time we start treating it that way, with empathy, openness, and real support.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I'm Azra Akin. Today, I'll be sharing about an urgent and growing concern in Malaysia, teen suicide ideation. To address this crisis effectively, we need a multi-level approach involving schools, families, healthcare providers, and government support. First, let's talk about mental health education in schools. It's essential to incorporate emotional well-being and coping strategies into the school curriculum. Teaching students how to manage stress and regulate their emotion can build resilience and prevent mental breakdowns. In addition, teachers should be trained to recognize warning signs of mental health struggles such as sudden withdrawal, poor concentration, or extreme mood changes. Early intervention by teachers can save lives. According to Ministry of Health Malaysia, strengthening school-based mental health program is one of the national goals in combating youth suicide. Next, we need more trained counselors in schools and communities. Currently, Malaysia has a high student to counselors ratio, which makes it hard for every student to receive proper emotional support. Increasing the number of counselors can help students feel safe and heard. At the same time, mental health hotlines play a vital role. Services like Talian Heal and Befrienders provide 24 hours emotional supports. These platforms are especially helpful for teens who may not feel comfortable talking to someone in person. UNICEF Malaysia highlights that greater awareness of these services can significantly increase help-seeking behavior among youth. Finally, let's not forget the family's role. Parents must create a safe and supportive home environment where teens feel heard, accepted, and not judged. Open communication at home helps children share their emotional burdens without fear. However, many Malaysian parents still view mental health as a taboo topic. This needs to change. Programs such as parenting workshops offered by groups like MIASA can teach communication skills, emotional validation, and how to respond when children are in distress. When parents are equipped with the right tools, they can help prevent emotional isolation and support their children more effectively. To sum up, preventing teen suicide in Malaysia requires action at all levels: schools, services, and homes. By teaching mental health in schools, increasing access to counseling, and strengthening parental support, we can offer young people hope, safety, and a reason to keep going.
I'm Fadiha again, and I will be give you a conclusion. The conclusion of this assignment is that the mental well-being of Malaysian youth is under threat, with over 4,300 teenagers showing signs of suicidal ideation in recent years. Urgent action must be taken. Addressing to this issue is not only requires professional mental health support, but it also requires the love, understanding, support, and cooperation of their own families, educators, and also society as a whole. Every teen's life matters, and together we must ensure that no one feels alone or losing hope in their life. That's all for me. Thank you.